Hey guys, it's great to be out of the house. So I'm from Newcastle. Where the joys? For the people that haven't been to Newcastle, it's basically Big Wetherspoons. It's nice. I live in Leith now. Who's from Leith? You're from Leith. So you said it wasn't too rough, not at the minute, but I find Leith quite a rough area. So generally how I describe Leith to people is 2 weeks ago I saw a pigeon with a joint in its mouth. And now that pigeon is my weed dealer. He does deliveries. Deliver who? Yeah, I live at the bottom of Leith Walk, so every day is an uphill battle. Just for the guy from Leith, I'm going to tell a joke for each of you individually. It's good. When I first came to Edinburgh, I came a couple of weeks before the festival. I lived in a hostel for about a week and a half because my life's amazing. Has anyone here ever lived in a hostel before?
Yes.
Which hostel was it? Also, you're hosteling right now. So basically, for the rest of the crowd that don't know that much about hostels, it's quite a weird concept. So like you sleep in a room with a bunch of strangers, a lot of which who are leaving the country the next day. Your iPad. Long story short, I'm selling iPads. If anyone's interested, good price. So yeah, another thing about living in a hostel is that you don't need porn to see two strangers having sex. Yeah, on the fourth night at the hostel, there was a guy and girl having sex in the bunk bed across from me. And there was a guy in the room masturbating to it. I'm not proud of it. I'm not proud of it, it just happened. So I'm single. The main dating app that I'm on is Bumble. Is anyone here on Bumble? No, okay, I'll explain what it is. So Bumble, it's a dating app where girls message first. I got a message from a girl on Bumble about a week ago which said, "Hey, I'm looking for someone who is rich, good looking, and regularly takes me to expensive places and buys me expensive things." I replied, "Me too." Maybe if we work together, we can help find that person. She said she likes to work alone. Yeah, I don't really say I'm single. Like I much prefer the term like in a relationship with myself. And I'm confident it's a long-term relationship. Like I take myself out to dinner, have my way with myself, especially since I paid for the dinner. I mean, we already live together. I've met my parents. It's getting serious. But no, it's nice living in Leith. I don't know if you know, Graham, but probably as a local you did. About early last week, there was a comedian punched in the face during a comedy show. I think it was at Leith Depot. There's like a woman in the front row punched a comedian live on stage in this. Yeah, she couldn't wait for the punchline, so she brought her own. So I wrote a song about it. So if comedy can unite us, apart from when drunk audience members try to fight us. Like, let go of the rage, turn a different page, and look for different ways to engage that doesn't involve me being upstaged. Engaged in the fight because someone feels so strongly that they're right. Despite it not being polite, I have you guys in my sights. So no violence tonight. Like, my kicks are tight. It's just this for the rest of the set. So yeah, I don't know. I think my biggest fear is dying alone, which is why I plan to die during a busy family event. Like I'm not dying unless there's at least 20 people there to watch me. Yeah, another thing about living in a hostel is that you can't bring people outside of the hostel inside, which means that I couldn't take girls back for sex. Mainly because of my personality. Like, I found out I had that rule after I left the hostel. Yeah, I'm not great at women. Like, and the only time I've managed to convince a girl to move in with me is on Minecraft. And Minecraft's alright for getting cuts. I don't want to stop you laughing. But obviously the best dating website is obviously LinkedIn. Because LinkedIn tells the important things about people, like if they're a team player, if they're punctual, you can check their references. So like a lot of comedians, I have some family trauma. My kind of trauma is that my brother, he was like the favourite child growing up, so he got a lot of attention. Probably one of the reasons I do stand-up comedy. I remember one time during a cousin's kind of wedding, my parents introduced me and my brother to people very differently. So they introduced my brother to people, oh, this is our oldest son, Chris. He's 31 and he's running his own company. And this is our other son, not Chris. He's 26 and he's well, he's turning 27 soon. We're very proud. Very proud. Yeah, I don't know. I think like comedy is a great way of getting free therapy. Like before I did stand-up, I used to talk a lot about my problems and issues with people through hotlines. My favorite hotline to call was Babe Station. It's soul destroying when they hang up on you. So that is my time. I just want to say, if anyone here wants to follow me after this show, it's at Andrew Tubman2 on OnlyFans. I also have a solo show doing every day at Cafe Queer at 12:10. Like the first comedian I need to leave to another show to do a spot, so I'll pass these around. But I would much prefer OnlyFans.